Have some great information for you guys today. Okay. So my first question for you guys today is, are you open to an additional stream of income? Somebody might have invited you to this for a variety of reasons. Maybe they know that you're struggling with your health and you're always interested in looking at more health options. Maybe they know you're interested in additional income streams at all times. I first looked at this for the health, but it radically changed my family's life in regards to our finances. And we've taken this and run with it for the last 15 years and helped literally thousands of other people earn weekly checks. So my first question to you is, what are you doing right now that if you spend 5 minutes on it every day, 5 minutes on it, not every day, 5 days a week for the next 5 years, you will see a weekly check that comes in. Really, you can see a weekly check that comes in from 5-minute effort every day, 5 days a week for the next 5 years. Now, what if you took more than 5 minutes? So I say 5 minutes because when I first started this, that's all that I gave it. I gave it 5 minutes a day. And as the checks began to come in, I said, wait a minute, what if I spend a little bit more time on this? What if you spend 30 minutes a day on this? So I hope that if you're struggling in a financial situation right now, you will really start to listen in to what it is that I'm going to share with you today. Back in 2008, I was working full-time as a physician assistant. My husband is a contractor. We both graduated from the University of Florida, and that's where we met at UF. And then I went and got my master's degree to be able to practice medicine as a PA down in Miami. And I went to work and I started making really good checks as a PA. And my husband started making really good checks as a general contractor. But we were really handcuffed to our jobs. And so I will just tell you that I grew up in a family where we did not have a lot of money. I am one of 7 children. My parents got divorced when I was 14, and I watched my mom struggle. And I knew from that moment on that for my teenage years, I was never going to be someone who struggled for income. I was going to work my tail off to make sure that I always had enough. And I did that. I went to school. I got straight A's. I got into medical school. I freaked out last minute and said, I don't think I want to spend 12 years of my life doing this. I'll go be a PA. And got into PA school, graduated at the top of my class, got one of the top paint, got into one of the top paint specialties. And I chose to go into the medical field largely because I'm very passionate about helping others. I wanted to be able to help others, but then also never really worry about money. So I kind of accomplished all my goals. And we ended up moving to Jacksonville, Florida, where I'm working full time. And when I say full time, I am working from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I negotiated a very low commission base and a very high commission based on what I did, what I accomplished in the office. And that always paid off very well for me because I'm a hard worker. So my checks were really, really high. And then we started having babies and I worked all the time. I worked all the time. I never saw my kids. I had to hire a nanny. They called her mom, and it was beyond frustrating for me. So I would be in the OR cutting cancers out of people literally for 12 hours a day. And I'd be thinking, is this how it's always going to be? Am I never going to see my kids? Am I never going to get to go on the field trips? It was very, very frustrating. Taking time off was not something that I really wanted to do because when I wasn't working, I wasn't making money. So I started thinking about all the different things that we could do. Right. I started thinking about laundromats and car washes. I started thinking about vending machines. And I got really brave in 2008, actually right before the economy crashed. We got really brave. I encouraged my husband to start a construction company at the end of 2007. I opened a skincare retail store, brick and mortar location, and hired employees, had a location, had the overhead that went with that. So we invested over $100,000 in these businesses. And now in addition to our full-time jobs, we are running these 2 businesses on the side, and my kids are still calling someone else nanny. And I'm thinking and I'm looking and I'm thinking and I'm looking. So I did not want to end up I wanted income, but I also didn't want to be handcuffed to always having to work. Enter this business that my brothers called me and asked me to take a look at. My brothers called me and said, we've got something amazing. We want you to take a look. And I have to tell you, we just invested $100,000. I didn't have time to take a shower. My life was exhausting. I had no interest in another business. In fact, I was regretting the businesses that we'd started because now I had even less time. And checks weren't starting to roll in. If you know anything about starting businesses, it takes a while for the checks to begin to come in. So checks weren't coming in. And I was starting to get really just frustrated with that. In addition to that, my health was struggling. I'll show you a picture in just a minute. I couldn't lose the weight after my second baby. I just spent $3,000 with a personal trainer and I'd lost 3 pounds. My nephew had just been diagnosed with autism, and I'd been doing all this research on nutrition and was buying all the supplements, and life, we were just not in a good place. And my brother said, please take a look at this company. So I agreed to take a look, and I was very intrigued by the product side of what the company offered. And I'll share that with you in just a minute. Okay. And we got started. For me, it was like, okay, I don't have to go to the health food store. I don't have to do the juicing anymore. I don't have to do the organic garden. All my vegetables were going bad anyways. We weren't seeing results from the supplementation, but I knew from my research it was important. And 3 months after starting on what this company offers, our health radically changed. Radically changed. I lost 32 pounds without trying. My husband's depression and anger issues were gone. My autistic nephew started speaking. He was totally nonverbal before Pure. My son's constipation issues were gone. And I was a little blown away. As a prescribing physician assistant, I saw 50 to 70 patients a day. I wrote 200 prescriptions a day, and I'd never seen anything that affected people's health the way this was affecting health. I knew nutrition was important, not from medical school, but from the research I'd done on my nephew's autism. And I became ethically obligated almost, like I have to share this with others. I did not see it as a business. I didn't see it as a business. The startup cost, the most I could spend to get started was $2,500. The least amount I could spend to get started was $289. I'm like, that's not a business. Remember, we just invested $100,000 in a business. In 2 businesses, we didn't see this as a business. The overhead was laughable. And I didn't see it as a business. So I just kept really throwing all of my time and my effort into the things that were making me money, or that were supposed to make me money: the skincare store, the construction company, and seeing patients. But in the spring of 2009, the doctor I'd worked for 4 years in Ponte Vedra Beach decided to close his office and move to Texas, and he laid off 40 people. So here I'd been a PA for 10 years, making more than most doctors work and make in the career the path I'd chosen. And it's the beginning or the middle of the recession in the United States. And the best job offer I got was half of what I'd been making as a PA. And I would have to drive an hour each way with no chance of bonuses for 2 years. And at that point, I said, enough is enough. I'm going to throw myself into my skincare retail store. So I did. I threw myself into that business, but I kept doing this 5 minutes a day. I'm serious. I kept making 1 phone call a day. Take a look at Pure, take a look at Pure. Because that felt like that was my, like, I need to show people that this stuff is powerful, that if they have an autistic child in their life, it can change their life. If they have someone who struggles with anger, it can change their life. And the checks started to grow. And before I knew it, they equaled what I was making with my skincare store. And then they were equaling what I made as a PA in my full-time career. And then they started to surpass what I made as a PA at the height of my career. And that was when I decided I have found something amazing. Now, my CPA tried to tell me 2 months after I got started in this, like, this is the best business you've ever started. It was a total write-off. We got our health on track. And I didn't believe the guy who sees everybody's bank accounts. I really wish I could go back and tell myself that this is what you should focus on. So now, you guys, we make more than 5 times what I used to make as a PA working full-time. But we make more in a week than my husband and I combined used to make in a month. And we help other people do it. We've helped thousands of people earn weekly checks. I've helped tens of thousands of people throw prescriptions in the trash with the information I'm going to share with you today. I don't know if it's for you or not, but I know there are very few things out there that you can do consistently on a daily basis for 5 to 30 minutes that will pay you for decades to come. And I know that this will. I don't know if you're coachable. I don't know if you'll follow the system that I have in place. We've been doing this 15 years. We have a system in place. It's like a franchise. It's you plug into this system, just as if you bought a Subway franchise or a Chick-fil-A. You plug into a system where they say you do this, 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 and this is what you do to create a positive cash flow. But if you buy one of those places, you have to sign pages and pages of contracts. You have to pay royalty fees. You have to pay overhead. You have to deal with employees, paperwork, taxes, the overhead, the lease on the building that you're using. All of that has to go along. You don't get your investment back for years. You can make your investment back in weeks here. There's really no down to this. I don't know if you're a worker or not. You have to work. You have to do something. But what are you doing right now in 5 to 30 minutes a day that'll pay you weekly checks for the rest of your life? I'm going to show you some information on this company. Again, I don't know if it's for you or not. Somebody invited you to take a look. Maybe you came on board to look at the health side of stuff. That'll blow you away. Like, you'll want to be a customer when I'm done talking about that. But I'm going to focus more today on the importance of creating an additional stream of income, because it's honestly one of the things I'm most passionate about. What is Pure? Pure is the best of the best health and wellness products, nutrition and supplementation in one location. Our products are third-party tested. They're used by multiple healthcare providers. Many of our products are in the physician's desk references, and they come from all over the world to these FDA-registered facilities where they then get shipped out to us. 2-day shipping is typically what we see here in Florida. Here's what makes Pure really different from everything else out there. Our products work. They blow everything else away. And I've looked at everything that there is. And that's why we have multiple medical doctors working with us, recommending this to their patients, because we see the results, not just the 30-day results, which they have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, by the way. So you really have nothing to lose. But I'm here for the 3, 4, 5, 6-month lab results. That's how you know it's really, really working. It is health and wellness, which is the next trillion-dollar industry in an e-commerce location. I was going to the health food store. I had a juicer. I was trying to juice my organic vegetables for my organic garden. I was pulling my hair out because I didn't have enough time to do it. Click of a button, I have the best of the best sent to my house. How do we know it's the best of the best? Well, I've been doing it 15 years, but ask whoever invited you what they were using prior to Pure and why they invited you. See, I heard that they were using the system that the company was founded on: cleanse your body of toxins, balance out your pH and your hormone levels, and build your cells up with good nutrition. They used that in a clinic for 30 years with patients before the company started. The demand was so high to get into the clinic just to get on this system that they said, we're going to make it available for everybody, whether they can get in the clinic or not. And that's when the company started in 2008. Most companies, any kind of companies, don't make it past the 5-year mark. In fact, less than 10% make it past the 5-year mark. We're at the 15-year mark. We're debt-free. We have no issues. And we are going strong because everyone knows how you take care of your body has an impact on your future. They don't know how to take care of their body. They're trying with cabinets full of supplements and not seeing results. And we have the best of the best. You can learn more about the products at purelifechangers.com. I'm going to touch on them briefly today, but not extensively as I typically do. You can also get on this Facebook page of ours where you can use the search box and type in for testimonies to look and see what are other people's results. You can go shopping for your pack at livepure.com. And I'll show you the different packs and what you want to look at. If you're going to get started with the products, you want to look at the starter packs. The Core Complete and the Core Plus are our starter packs. They're less than $10 a day to get started. The Core Plus specifically on one of our starter packs to have a 30-day guarantee that you will be satisfied with your results. I'm not going to walk through all the packs right now. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the importance of the business. You can join as a preferred customer, which is what honestly most people do. They hear me talk about the products. I educate on the products morning, noon, and night and how powerful they are for your life. They hear about that. They want to get started. They want to get the 25% off discount. Join as a preferred customer. There's no membership fee. There's no obligation to purchase on a regular basis, although 93 out of 100 people who start with one of our starter packs repurchase. Okay. I'm going to talk about being a business owner because I know so many people who are struggling financially. I hear so often so many people talking about having less than $500 in their bank account. I know the statistics on how many people are not prepared for retirement, and that bothers me. You know, they talk on TikTok about, oh, get websites with doing something that you're passionate about. I'm not a dancer. I'm not a comedian. I'm into nutrition, but I'm really into helping people create additional streams of income. And the importance of that. And I've looked at everything you can do to create multiple streams of income out there, you guys. I've looked at it all. I've messed with most of them. Never found anything like this. And what's the beauty of this business is it gives you the additional income so you can first pay off your debt. Which if you're not paying off your debt, you're not doing something that'll pay off your back debt. Well, you got to get involved in something, right? So you can get ahead at some point. It allows you to then create an income stream that allows you to invest in other things that create other passive residual income streams. It's very, very powerful. So a lot of times people are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and they're like, oh, my life is over. This is just the way it's always going to be. No, I've seen people radically change their lives once they get started with Pure, not just their health, but how their well-being, the amount of time that they travel, the amount of time that they've spent with their family and their friends. If you get to Monday morning and you're like, oh God, the week has started And then on Wednesday, you're like, oh yeah, it's hump day. And you can't wait till Friday where you can, go out to eat and watch movies or do whatever. Like the weekends are your fun time. Then we need to work on making sure the next few decades of your life are more enjoyable. A lot of people roll their eyes at this business model. In fact, if you're in Asian countries or you're in Europe, they know that this is the most brilliant business model in the world. In fact, in other countries, people are like, is this one of those kinds of companies? They get excited about the ability to leverage your time. They get excited about the ability to have some of the best products in the world. They get excited about the ability to work small amounts on a consistent basis to get checks for the rest of their life. That's why people like Tony Robbins and Richard Branson are like, this business model is amazing. You're crazy not to get started in it. Right? The people who roll their eyes at it are the ones waking up to their alarm clocks every day. They're the ones who have one stream of income. They're the ones who are in debt. They're the ones that are too scared to look at opportunities that could change their life forever. When you get frustrated enough, when you get uncomfortable enough with your bank account and with your lack of options for your future, you see friends traveling and you wish you could travel, maybe you'll take a look at this. Now, good ones don't come around very often. I'm watching many of them right now, selling hair products, selling patches that get lit up by the sun, kinds of stuff. What is most important? Your house. You get one. You get one house that your soul lives in your whole life. And if you don't take care of it, it will break down on you. I am very passionate about helping people get their health on track. You can help me get people's health on track by sharing this message. You don't have to be a talker. You don't have to know what's in the products. You just have to get people to our presentations. I'm talking extensively about the business right now. I do 2 live presentations on Monday and Thursday, and I'm going to be alternating them. Some are very heavily focused on the products. Some of them are going to be very heavily focused on the importance of having additional streams of income. If you don't do this to get an additional stream of income, my goodness, do something. Do not be in your 50s and 60s and wishing that you had more money or wishing that you had time freedom while you're still working your job. All we do is invite people to take a look. I don't know if it's for you, Teresa, but it could be. It could change your life forever. If I send you a link, will you watch it? That is all we do. And then when they're done, we tag them in our Facebook page where they can see testimonies, all kinds of testimonies. If you can make that call, I don't know if it's for you, Teresa, but I found something amazing. If I send you a link, will you look? If you can do that, and you can then follow up and plug them into our Facebook page, and if they have questions, connect them to the person who invited you, you can do this. Anybody can do this. My boys can do this and are creating weekly checks from doing this. We haven't talked a lot about the products today, but I'll tell you, if to share the products with others, and again, 93 out of 100 people who start on our starter pack repurchase. If you have 10 people buying 3 to 4 products a month, and the average educated American is spending $100 to $125 a month on their health. They know this is their most important asset. They know if they don't take care of it, if they take better care of their phone and their shoes than they do of their house, that they're in trouble. So the educated Americans are already doing this. They're not buying gummy vitamins. They're buying 5 or 6 different brands of supplements from 5 or 6 different companies and seeing no results, but they're spending the money already. We're just going to give them something better. They already know what they're looking for. Those educated Americans, they know what they're looking for. They watch a nutritional webinar, and this is not that one, by the way, but I do them all the time. And they're looking for the boxes to check off, right? Is this plant-based? Is there dairy? No? Okay, great. Is there soy? No. Oh, wow. Okay, great. Is it the best? You look at our vitamin, our daily build, you'll be like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Do they have omega-3s? Yes, and they're plant-based. They're not fish-based. The best. 20 customers ordering 3 to 4 products a month, $1,000 a month in commissions. Okay. That is the company's way of saying, thank you for sharing this with others. We would have never been able to get to Barbara. We would have never been able to get to me. I go to Whole Foods. They hand me a calcium flyer. I am chunking it in the trash. I've done my research on what I need to be buying. I'm not going to buy it based on a flyer for 25% off. I'm here today because my brother shared this with me, and my brothers received a commission every time I purchased products and every time I told somebody to purchase products. It is powerful. If you can think of 2 people that would share this with others, you can create massive checks. I don't know who you know. I don't know who you know. I don't know how coachable you are. I don't know if you'll invite the way that I invite. What we found most often is people talk too much. They start talking about the products. I don't talk about the products. If I hear someone complaining about their health or their wealth, I'll say, I have something that can help you. If I send you a link, will you look? Sometimes I'll say, do you keep your options open to additional streams of income? I have some great people I work out with at a gym that I go to. I mean, the trainers are phenomenal. I know they don't make any money. So I ask them, do you keep your options open to additional streams of income? I think you'd be amazing in my business. If I send you a link, will you look? And I send it to them and maybe they'll look and maybe they won't. I don't get emotional about it. Maybe they'll look and maybe they won't. But if you can find 2 people who decide to share this with others, you plug them into me. What I do is train. I train the people who are serious about starting a business here. Think of it like vending machines. I told you before, I was thinking about vending machines, right? So when I first started selling products to people, because I felt like everybody needed to know about our starter packs, our cleanse, balance, build philosophy that cleanses the toxins out, pours nutrition. Everybody needs to know. So I had a lot of customers and I got paid a percentage, 20 to 50% actually, of every order they placed. But then those customers started to tell other people. And then it was like I owned my own vending machines, right? Because every time they purchased, they got a percentage and then I got a percentage of all their sales. So if I share this with Frank and I share this with Susan, and then I share it with Bob, Bob's got to go on Frank or Susan's team. He's going to go on Frank or Susan's team. So when Bob comes in, let's say I put him on Susan's team, all of a sudden Susan's going to get an email that says, congratulations, Bob just joined your team. Susan's like, what? I don't know, Bob. Who's that? Susan's been working all day at school. She's a teacher. She just got her bank account built a little bit because everybody Bob tells, every order Bob places is going to go in a bank account for Susan that she can cash in on as soon as she begins to start sharing it with others. She might not share for 6 months. She might just consume products for a year, but because she came in as a business builder, I'm building a bank account for her. So whoever invited you to watch this, guarantee you they're inviting other people. You don't want to be Bob. You don't want to be the person who comes in a week later. You, if you're interested in the business, want to come in sooner than later because they're going to keep building this bank account for you. If you can find 2 people, you guys, the income is, there's no limit. There was a limit to how much I could make as a PA. There was number 1, a limit to how many patients I could see. And number 2, there was a limit to how much the doctors were willing to pay me. Okay. Here, there's no limit. You get a percentage of all the sales that you bring in, period. So look at it as a business, you guys. The most you can spend here is $2,569. And I actually have a coupon. Whoever invited you has a coupon to give you 20% off of that. That makes it right at $2,055. You're getting $4,000 worth of products that will change your family's life. If you have a family of 4, you need to get this anyways, business or no business. But when you come in with that package, you get in my VIP mentorship program, number 1. Number 2, you get the ability to earn the trips that my husband and I put together for you twice a year. Number 3, you're going to get 4 of these 20% off coupons to then go and share with people you're inviting to take a look. So they get 20% off and then they're going to get 4 and then they're going to get 4. You think it's easier to bring somebody in with a package of $2,500 when you've got a coupon to share with them? Absolutely it is. And there's a 30-day satisfaction guarantee on everything you purchase and everything your people purchase. Plus you get into the company's additional star bonus program where basically if you start sharing it, you're going to make more money than those who are not in with one of our top business packages. One of the smaller business packages, the Reset Plus is my favorite. If you're looking to do a metabolic reset, it's a great starting point, $1,499. With this, you're going to get it for $1,200. There's about $500 worth of free product in addition in there. And you also get into the company's additional star bonus program. You won't be in our VIP mentorship program, but you will get all the training to go and start this business on your own. All the training comes on your phone. You can literally do it all from your phone. You can sit in the car, wherever you are in the car line, listening to the training. And then within the first couple of days of getting started, we meet you online to say, okay, did you watch the training video? Okay. Have you made a list? Okay. Do you have any questions? Do you know what you're going to invite them to? Do you know how to invite? Do you want to practice inviting with me? We teach you what to do. We've been doing this 15 years. We know what to do. The people who fail are the ones who, 1, don't take action. The ones who, 2, they do not do what we teach them to do. Those are the 2 things. You don't take action. You don't do what we teach you to do. If you do the right activities on a consistent basis, I don't care if it's 5 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day. Some people do 3 hours a day because they want to make more money. There's no limit to what you can make. You can do whatever you want to do here. Again, those people get 4 20% off coupons to share with others. You can start wherever you want with the business package. You can come in with our lower starter packs, the Core Plus. You're going to pay the business builder fee of $49 and shipping. And the top 2 packages, business builder fees are waived, shipping is waived, and you get the 20% off. Pretty phenomenal. Plus you get those 4 coupons to share with others. Okay. I just want to show you really quick. If you come in with the business package and you get these 4 coupons and then you begin sharing. Okay. I don't know who you know. I don't know what they're going to do. But if 4 people decide to come in and do the exact same thing that you do, you're going to get a $400 sponsor bonus from each one of those orders. Plus, you're going to earn team commissions of $400 at a minimum. At this point, you might start getting a generation check match depending on what they do. And now people are going to be added to your teams as well, very likely from your sponsor. This is going to give you $2,000 back in commission. So essentially, you've paid off your investment. Now, a lot of times when people get started with Pure, they think, oh, $2,000 is a lot to spend on nutrition products. Not really. Not if you're really into health. It's not. But sure, I can see how going into Whole Foods and spending $2,000 seems like a lot of money. I don't want you to think of it that way. Where else can you start a business for $2,000? Where you are plugged into a franchise-like system without the contracts and the loyalty fees, and you have mentorship that teaches you exactly what to do. I'm live twice a day, every Monday through Thursday, and daily Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to answer your questions and your people's questions. So if you get people on the 8 o'clock webinar tonight, you go work all day tomorrow, and they start asking me questions, I will answer their questions and then enroll them on your team. And you're going to get emails that say, Frank enrolled, Bob enrolled. You're like, I didn't even talk to them. All I did was invite them. Exactly. Because this is meant for the people it's meant for. If someone's watching this and they can't get it out of their head, they will come back. They will get on the Changing Lives with Pure page. They will start looking at testimonies. They'll start looking. They're praying at night for an answer, for a financial solution for their future, and they found it. They think maybe they found it. And so they start digging. We do trips all around the world. This company has taken my husband and I to Australia, Bora Bora, Europe 3 times, Hawaii 3 times. And on top of that, we've helped over 200 people just in the last 6 months earn free trips around the world. We're really good at helping people earn trips, and we have a lot of fun. Prior to Pure, my husband and I went on vacations with our boys to Disney World and the mountains where my mom lives, North Carolina. We never went on trips around the world, just the 2 of us. We would never pay that kind of money for just the 2 of us to go on a trip. We're going to take our kids with us wherever we go. Can't tell you the power of you and your significant other going on a trip without your children. You might think, oh, I'm never going on a trip without your children. Well, I personally, this is my opinion, would say I think that's a mistake. We'll have been married 25 years this coming April, and our boys know, they know a few things, but they know my husband and I enjoy our time together. One's about to go to college. The other one will be going to college in 3 years. They know we enjoy our time together. And I don't know that I would have said without Pure, we really even knew how to vacation or enjoy time together. Prior to starting to have kids, we did. But after kids, it all becomes about the kids. It's powerful. These are my 2 brothers. Remember, I told you I grew up in a family of poverty. These are my 2 brothers. They watched me for a while. And then they decided to really jump in and start sharing this, really start sharing this. And this is us staying at a 5-star resort in Maui. We just finished a Maui helicopter ride all around the island there. We have been all over the world together. Who would you like to travel the world with? Who have you ever sat and said, gosh, we should start a business together? We need our jobs. We should start a business. This is a group of over 50 people that my husband and I helped earn this trip to Italy last year. We stayed in that 5-star resort at the top of the cliff there, the best one in Sorrento. The company rented it out for us. It's their way of saying thank you. Thank you, Rachel, for opening your mouth and sharing this with others. So I'm looking for every way I can possibly look to share this with others. Right now, I'm going live every day. Some days I'm talking 90% about nutrition and 10% about the business. Some days I'm 50-50. Some days I'm 90% business, 10% nutrition. I feel like they're both just as important. Our next big trip is to Greece in September of 2023, and you can go. Totally, you can go. Would you like to go to Greece on somebody else's dime with your significant other? I'll lastly tell you, this is my nephew, Bo. Bo was diagnosed with severe autism in 2008. It's why I was open to looking at nutrition. It's why I was open to looking at nutrition. It absolutely changed our lives. Bo started speaking 3 months after getting started with Pure. I had done all my research to learn, why did he have autism? What's important about nutrition? Why is it such a big deal? And I knew nutrition was important. And I was supplementing, and I had the garden. And it wasn't until Pure that I saw tremendous results. And Bo started speaking. So we have a starter pack. If you're a customer, if you're looking to just, I want to know more about the products. She's not talking enough about the products. Go to purelifechangers.com. You will learn. There's a video at the very front. Like, watch the video. You'll hear me talk a lot about the products. If you're on Changing Lives with Pure, I've done a live every day for the last 7 to 8 days and twice a day on Monday through Thursday. Those are all probably 80% product focused. My goal today was to talk about the business, to help you understand, gosh, if you were making 10,000 extra a week, how would that change your life? How much more of a light would you be to others? How many people would you be able to help? How much would that release your stress? You can do whatever you want to do here. I don't know what you will do, but you can do whatever you want to do here. I will be live again tonight at 8 o'clock. It will probably be a 50-50 nutrition and business. But again, I'm going live every day. So I hope that you stay on, get your questions answered, you guys, if you have any. And if you don't have any questions, get back to the person who invited you and let them know where you're at. Don't think that this is not a nutrition company that's all about products. I'm doing something a little different today and talking about the business as much as I am. The products are why I'm here. I've helped tens of thousands of people throw prescriptions in the trash. Whether you're dealing with weight, bowel issues, mood, sleep, allergies, anxiety, migraines, the answer is cleansing your body of the toxins, balancing out your pH and your hormone levels, as these books, the China study and Crispy Cancer teach us to do, and pouring plant-based nutrition into your body. That's the answer. And we have a way to do it in less than 30 seconds a day. I have videos that I'm not showing right now of my boys consuming the products in less than 30 seconds a day. They'll be in tonight's presentation. If you have questions, again, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask. I'm just going to stop the recording and I'm going to go look really quick to see if I'm on a number of different channels right now. I'm going to look really quick to see if anybody has any questions at all. Please don't hesitate to write them, to put them in there. And then I want to quickly share with you guys, because I didn't go this far, how easy it is to get this nutrition in your body. Okay. We have a metabolic reset program that's amazing. A 6-week program. If you're looking to get the toxins out, you're looking to lose weight. And again, there's a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. So you really have nothing to lose by getting started, whether it's with one of our starter packs or with our business package. I highly recommend the business package personally, obviously, can't tell. Okay, I'm waiting to see if there's any questions. You guys don't hesitate to reach out. And I'm going to show you this. I wanted to show you, this is the Core Plus system, 7 products every day for 28 days. There's a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. This is our Core Complete. I like it better than the Core Plus because it's got the super fruits. And these are the 6 things we typically see in 30 days: better sleep, more energy, less pain, better bowels, better mood, weight loss. The family pack has everything in it. It's got our sports line. It's got our immune boosting products. It's got our collagen, which is huge for the hair and the nails and the skin. It's got all the good stuff in it. It's also got the entire metabolic reset program. If you think, oh, it's too much, I can't take it all. Yep, you can make one phone call a day, 5 minutes a day, one follow-up call a day. And in 30 seconds, you can get all the nutrition in. This is my then 8-year-old consuming the Core Complete products in the morning. These are my boys last summer consuming the Core Complete products prior to school. They're now either doing smoothies or doing super fruit shots. Last night when this guy went to bed, he was 15. He said, Mom, please put the super fruits in the fridge for me. He gets up at 5:30 and leaves at 5:50 every morning. So I put the super fruits all in the fridge for him, the calcium, the super fruits, he slams them down. My boys get more nutrition in 30 seconds in the morning than their whole class gets in a week. This is him eating the Mila muffins, best source of plant-based omega-3s you will find on planet. We all need omega-3s every day, and we're not getting enough. So I could keep talking about the nutrition. I'm going to stop. It looks like you guys don't have any questions. You do not have to be good at sales to be able to do this. You just have to be able to pick up the phone and invite people to take a look. Okay. I don't get upset if I invite someone and they say no. Kind of like the lady at the coffee shop or at the breakfast shop, where she just walks around and says, would you like some coffee, sir? Would you like some coffee, ma'am? And if somebody says no, she doesn't throw down the pot of coffee and run out saying, nobody likes me, I can't do this. No, we just keep inviting, keep inviting, keep inviting. I do know this. You know people who are struggling with their finances. They're looking for additional ways to make money, and they are out of options. They don't know what to do. They don't have enough time in the day to go get another job to work at Starbucks. They don't have enough time or money to start a business. I have a friend who started a cell phone repair store franchise years ago. I think they're all closed now. This was like 6 or 7 years ago. And I watched them go from their full-time jobs to doing this business where they had no free time. I mean, they were handcuffed to that store. I don't know how much money they made with it, but for me, time freedom is huge. I mean, I'm home with my 15-year-old boy. Every day when my 15-year-old comes home, he comes home and sits with me on the couch and talks to me for 30 minutes. These teenage years are precious and I can't get them back. And there's a lot of parents who don't get to be home with their kids. I do. I get to go work out whenever I want to. I don't have to do this. But I'm passionate about helping people change their lives. So won't you join us? Go to livepure.com, throw the family pack in. If you need a coupon code, reach out. I'll get you one. So you can get that 20% off, and then make sure that you enter the name of the person who invited you. If you have questions, again, y'all, don't hesitate to reach out. See you tonight, hopefully 8 o'clock, same place. And again, tomorrow at noon. Take care, guys.